Hey y'all, hey. I'm a couple minutes early, so I thought I would just jump on so that we'd give people, there's a dog fight going on outside. Give people a little bit of time to jump on here. I know that Melanie was finishing up over at her page, Cottonwood Cottage. So we'll give it a couple of minutes for everybody to have time to hop on. I've got this pulled up on my iPad over here to the side, so I'll be able to see comments. Hopefully. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Chris. They're not scrolling for some reason. Hi, girls and boys. Hi, Lisette, my girl. How are y'all? Here I am, Rita. I'm just a little bit early so that we're going to let Melanie finish over on her page, and then we'll get started here. Hey, Donna. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Stephanie girl. Hey, Kaylee. Hi, Shirley. Welcome. Hi, Susan, my friend. Alicia, Irene. Susan, you're at your event. Oh, good luck to you. Hey, Tracy girl. Thank you so much for inviting me. Hey, Lisa Ann, my friend. Hey, Mary, Cheryl. Hi, Chris, my boy. Good luck to you today, Susan. I hope you do fantastic and have a lot of luck today. Sell everything, girl. Sell it all. Hey, y'all. Hey. First of all, I want to thank Tracy Campbell from My Sweet Home Living for hosting this event. I'm amazed. It's been phenomenal so far. Everybody is so creative. There have been the best crafts. I mean, who's not ready to decorate for Christmas after watching all this morning? Like, I know that I am. Hi, Monica, Jill. Hey, girl. Hey, Darla. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Linda. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, my friend. Shannon, everybody, Francis, hi, Miss Judy, thank you. If you are not already in the group, you need to go join the group, All Things Vintage and Thrifted. This is the marathon day, so you can hop over to that page. The link is posted in the description above my video. So, and I know that a lot of people today have shared that out on their pages. Make sure that you go to that link and join that page so that you can watch everybody all day long. All you have to do in between presenters is just refresh your screen, or you can go out and back in and just refresh it, and then the next person will come up all day long. And you can just sit there and drink your coffee and not have to move. How about that? How about that for a trick? Hey, 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 Jennifer girl. Hey, Melanie. You can't wait to see. Well, I'm fixing to show y'all. Hey, Becca. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Christina, my girl. Jennifer, Kathy. Hey, Mom. Hey, Zena, Jessica. Okay, so let me show y'all what I've got for y'all. Tomorrow's also repurposed a vintage frame this morning, a frame find that she had. And so that's also what I'm doing. I found this frame at an estate sale. I want y'all to look at this thing. Look at the detail on this frame. It is so gorgeous, so gorgeous. It was gold. Hey, Linda. Hey, Sarah, my friend. It was gold, so I painted it with some black chalk paint. I used Waverly ink and painted over the gold because I wanted it to have a black finish, so it's that good matte black finish. Hey, Monica. Hey, Carol. Hey, Karen, my girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Grace. So I painted this in advance. You know, we have to do some things a little bit early because of our time limit so that we have everything finished. Isn't it pretty finished? Isn't it pretty? I loved it so much, and it's good and heavy. It's like a plaster, one of those really old plaster frames. And then I took my little gator sander and I just kind of hit some spots, some highlights on it. Hey, Miss Pat, how are you, girl? And sanded off a few of those little edges to make that pretty. And so here's what I did next. So I printed out 2 printables. I printed on muslin and I wasn't sure what I was going to use. Hey, Carol. Hey, Harley. Hey, Lori. Hey, Georgianne. Stacy. So this is the one that I didn't use, but I will be using this next week. So I loved it so much. But I printed it onto this muslin. And what I did was took a piece of computer paper and I used this Loctite spray adhesive. It just came from Walmart in the craft section. And I sprayed my paper, my printer paper, really good. And then I took a piece of muslin and I laid it on there and just smoothed it out really good on the paper. And then when you put it in your printer, you want to put it fabric side down so that it will run up through your printer like this. And this one I printed off. I think it's precious and I am going to use it, just not today. And then I took this and I took some Mod Podge and I put some Mod Podge in a little cup. And I took some instant coffee. I know that my friend Christy at the Dashing Willow talked about this morning. I just use cheap instant coffee. This is just from the dollar store. And I sprinkled some in my Mod Podge. And then I brushed that all over my print. Okay. So it gives it a thicker hand, a thicker texture. And then I also sprinkled a little bit of those coffee grounds from that instant coffee around on it. Hey, Miss Elizabeth girl. Hey, girl. Hey, Niecy. Hey, Glenda. Thank you. Thank you, Trina. So I took the backer board. Let's move this over so that I don't lose that before next week because I misplace things. Don't tell anybody. Hi, Carol. Thank you, Zena. I do too, but wait till you see this one. Betty, I'm sorry. I know that I'm probably missing. Hey, Deborah, welcome. Hey, Adley, my girl. Y'all did good helping your mama this morning. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Rekindled Blessings, girl. Hey, Marcia, Madeline. Hey, Anne Marie. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Janet. Okay, so I've got, this is the backer board. Y'all look at this. So I took out the backer board and I covered it with this homespun fabric in the ticking. And then this is the printable that I just was talking about that I did with the grunge, with the Mod Podge and the instant coffee. And I glued this on here yesterday, so this would kind of be ready to go to save time. Don't y'all love it? I know. Hey, Ann. Hey, Rachel, girl. So that is on here and this is ready to go. The only thing that I'm going to do to this particularly right now is I had some little half beads and I painted those black. And I'm going to hot glue those kind of in the corners of my image. I have to replace my hot glue stick. In the corners of my image, I kind of wanted it to look like it was tacked on with some type of, you know, those old like upholstery tacks. I just wanted that, like the little hobnail kind of finish on there. So that's what I'm using. And I'm just hot gluing them kind of in the corners, just where they'll look like they're holding that print down, and then we're gonna stick that in our frame. Now, but we're not finished. That's not the whole craft. I wanted to have time to show y'all how I'm gonna embellish this. And like I said, tomorrow's did one of these this morning, and I think that our brains were kind of syncing up on that greenery at the bottom because that is what I am going to do. So we've got those in the corners. So look how cute. Just gives it a little bit of something. It kind of looks like it's tacked down, but y'all look at that Santa and you can see what that grunge does from that instant coffee. Don't you love it? Hey, girls. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Tracy. Thank you. It reminds you of, oh, Grandma's Cottage. Hey, Jenny. Isn't it fun? I love this Santa print. I did purchase this print on Etsy, and I'm happy to attach the link to this. Hey, Brooklyn. I'll attach the link to this when I post a picture of this on my page in a little bit. If you're jumping on a little bit late, my name is Stephanie, and my page is The Vintage Pebble, and I would be more than thrilled. More than thrilled. How about that? I mean, can you get more than thrilled? Well, that would be me. More than thrilled. If y'all would come and like my page follow my page and join me. Join me. I've got some good girls there, and I know that they're probably answering y'all's questions right now. Now, I'm going to tell you that this is not sitting down in there very tight, so I'm going to bend these little clasps down just a little bit so that they'll hold that in there a little bit more snugly, and it won't come out. Then we're going to move on to the next step. Let me hold this up. Oh, thank you, Christina, girl. Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, so y'all look. I mean, already, like, that's fabulous. We could leave it just like that, but we're not going to, but we could. Thank you. Don't you love it? I'll give y'all the tag from where I purchased it on Etsy. But this is why you look for old frames. Don't look at the picture. A lot of people don't buy those frames because they're gold. And if you love gold, like I do on some things, and if you love the gold, don't touch it. But you can find all kinds of frames and just paint them. Take whatever's inside of there out. And I know this morning she used one that was a mirror. And this one may have been a mirror at one time, but they had cut some MDF board and put inside of it. So let me show y'all. I found these greenery picks at Joann, and they had all their stuff on 50% off. And so their picks are really inexpensive, y'all, and they've got some very pretty ones. So I kind of wanted to show y'all that's what I'm going to be using here, and I think that this is very pretty. So what I'm going to do is make almost a little swag, and y'all look at the texture of this. It's a really, really good print. Thank you, girl. I do too. I loved yours this morning also. I thought it was beautiful, and I love how you dirtied up that white. This one looks like little twigs with snow on them, and I thought that would be pretty on top of the green. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bundle this. So I've got two of those, so I'm just putting those on either side, just like so. Just going to lay them all down, and then we're going to put a piece of jute underneath and twine it together. And then look at these with the pine cones. I love it so much. I think this was less than $1. I think that these were like $1.99. Some of them were $2.50 maybe, but they were all right around $1 a piece. So it's super inexpensive. This frame was just a few dollars. So we're going to lay this all out. And then I'm going to take some twine. It's just kind of thin twine. I don't know how much I'm going to use. It may run up on the floor and my dogs are going to chase it, but that's fine. And I'm going to twine this around, and I'm going to leave a little bit of an end so that I can tie it off. And then we are going to make a like good farmhousey bow in just a minute. I just wanted to be able to get this put together to put on the bottom of my frame. Hey, Marie girl. Hey, Miss Art and Grace, Deb. Hey, Olinda. Oh, thank you, Trina. I love them too, girl. I love them too. This has been just the best day. I mean, I get so many ideas from people on here because everybody, first of all, everybody is just fabulous. Fabulous. Here's what I think we're going to do. I think I'm going to cut some of this off really quick because I do want to have time to make my bow with y'all so that we can wind this really, really tightly. This twine is going to stick better to my hot glue at the bottom of my frame. So that's one reason that I wanted to twine it together. My bow is going to cover up the center. So we just want to get this wound around here really, really good and tight. And then we'll tie this off. That's just going to hold this together. And then I'm leaving a little tiny bit of room because I'm probably going to add some moss. Hey, Chandra. Hey, Peggy. Oh, good. I hope you do, girl. I hope you do. Come on. We have a good time. We have a good time. The best day. Hey, Wanda. Hi, hi, hi. Yay, Kathy. Welcome. Montgomery, Alabama. Oh, Deborah in Georgia. I'm so glad. Of course, Glenda. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Joy. Listen, it's the best day. I know how hard it is to get an event together. I mean, it's amazing that Tracy does all this by herself. Seriously. She's a talented lady. She is a talented lady for sure. I'm trying to keep that little end open. This just seems to be a little bit easier if you're going to swag something, you know, to keep it together without moving. And plus, like I said, that hot glue is going to stick well to this. So we're just going to keep wrapping that around. Get that in there good and tight. And then we'll have time to move on and make our bow. That's not coming off. Thank you, Rachel. Oh, thank you. This little tree, well, the brown one is just a tree that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, I think. And I just twined some fairy lights around it. And then the other one over here that's flocked by that little Santa were two of the Dollar Tree Christmas trees that I put together with some wire. I just wired them together. Okay, y'all, look. So here we have this part. We have this part. You can kind of move some things around if you need to. But there you have this part of the swag. I hope that you can see it well. Some of these need to be turned a little bit because I can tell that they're a little bit off. Okay, so we have that part. And let's make our bow. How about that? So I do have a Bodabra here. How are we on time? Oh, we got 15 minutes, girls. We're good. I've got 3 different fabrics. I've got just the muslin. This is what I printed on earlier. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you, my friend Linda, Rachel. Oh, thank you so much. Y'all are walking around. Gloria, thank you. Thank you, Janie and Stephanie and Jennifer. I did a live over that snowman last week, so you can go find that replay on my page if you want to. This white is just a fat quarter from Walmart. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a little tiny polka dot print because I wanted to tie in a little bit of white because of my snow. And then I've got this fabric. And that's the one I wanted to tie back to the other things. So I'm going to the backing that I had on my board. That's bent. So I'm going to cut and rip this and make a little ripped rag bow. If you're not into the ripped fabric or the strings drive you crazy, I know that they do some people. They do not me. I love them. I love it. I feel like it's thrifted, vintage, farmhouse, all the things all rolled into one. But you absolutely could be more careful with your fabric. You could cut it all the way down and not rip your strips. And then they wouldn't have all those little strings hanging on them, you know. You also could make this, if you wanted to paint that frame a different color, you don't have to distress it. That's the good thing about crafting. You know, you can look at other people's pages, designs, and then you can take things and make them your own. Don't y'all love that you can do that? Hey, Regina. Hey, Sheila, friend. I do too. I love to rip fabric, girl. I do too. Hey, Trina, thank you. I do too, the sound of it. And I just love all the goodness of the strings. Let's move that. Now, I'm cutting all of these very thin, very, very thin, probably a 1/4 inch. And I'm using pretty long ones because I am going to make a looped type bow. So we're just going to rip these. Then we'll go to our Bodabra and we'll start putting it together. Well, welcome, Sheila from Kentucky. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Tracy, my friend, how are you? Gloria, this is a Bodabra. You can get them on Amazon. You also can get them at probably Michael's, Hobby Lobby. Hey, Sheila, welcome, girl. Hey, Becky, welcome. Girl, I do too. I love the effect that it gives as well. I'm just splitting this up into groups. Now let's do this muslin. I kind of just wanted to tie back to all of the colors that I had in my design on my frame. And I may not need all of this fabric. I'm not really sure yet, but we'd rather have too much than not enough, right? Oh, thank you, Janie. You're so sweet. I'm trying to see all of y'all, and my phone is running at a different time than my iPad. Thank you, Jean. Hey, LaDonna. Welcome, girl. Don't you love it, Deb? Listen, I can't make a craft with a bow without my bow dabra. I can't. I can't do it. And, you know, the thing about the bow dabra is that it just holds everything in place. You know what I mean? It just holds everything there and just makes it so much easier to work with fabric. It works with ribbon, all kinds of things. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of this muslin and it goes down in between here in the center, just like that. I'm checking my hot glue gun because I've had it plugged in for a minute because I wanted my battery to stay charged, but I don't want it to go out. Now, I'm going to take a long strip. I'm going to start with this one, and I'm just going to loop it back and forth just like this, and I'm kind of checking the width that I want my ribbon, my bow rather, to be. I don't want it to be too floppy, so I'm just going to put that in there. Then I'm going to use some of the muslin, and I'm going to kind of angle some of my loops up and down. I will be able to flip this over and shake it out and kind of fluff up the different parts of my bow. Just going to kind of angle them in different directions though for right now. I'm not worried about trying to find the right sides of my fabric. This one, I don't think it really even makes any difference if you find the right side. Just trying to kind of make them the same length. And all we're going to have to do, y'all, is put this together. Oh, I got a little knot in that one. Hey, Trisha. I know, isn't it great? Hey, Marjorie. Well, welcome from Wisconsin. You got one of these? Yes, welcome, Peggy. Thanks, Mom. Beverly Whittam is my mother. That's Mama Bev. Everybody loves her. So when y'all see people saying, hey, Mama Bev, that's who that is. Hey, Tracy, thank you for welcoming people for me, girl. Like I said, my page is The Vintage Pebble, and we've got a really good group of people over there. We have a good time. We have a good time. I'd love for y'all to come to my page and check it out if you'd like to. I'm just continuing doing the same thing with these fabric strips. Just making my loops. They don't all have to be exactly the same size or anything. You can make them different sizes. It's going to work out however you do it. I just want it to be thick enough that it stands, if that makes sense to you. I need it to stand up and be full. Coming up next, y'all make sure that you stay on the Vintage and Thrifted Marathon event page. But coming up next is Teresa at Jeremiah Designs. Y'all make sure that y'all watch her and the whole event all day long. There's so many wonderful people in there. It's so exciting. Hey, Dana. Hey, Judy. Yes, Christina, thank you. Christina at the Rust Covered Cottage, she'll be up. If y'all see people commenting today that have like a red circle around their profile picture, you know how you can see everybody's little picture over to the side when they comment? Everybody that's actually participating in this event will have a little red circle around their profile picture. So y'all make sure that you check out their pages. So, and I say everybody, I mean, the people that are in do have that. So you'll notice that. Hey, Tony, my girl. Hey, Kathy Smith, new in Texas. I'm in Texas. Do you recognize the accent? Hey, Charlene, girl. Hey. Okay, let's do one more white. We're probably getting close. I know that this takes just a second, and I think that I want to end with this fabric that's just like the backer. I feel like that's going to be a good bit of contrast color. And then let me show y'all how we pull this up and tie it. So I put that fabric underneath here first thing. Okay, so we're going to pull up these two ends right in the middle. Thank you, Darla. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, girl. And we're just going to pull that tight. And we can pull it out. We can get rid. We don't want to get rid of our bow, but we can get rid of our bow dabra. And we want to pull that tight and tie that in a knot. We can cut off these ends. I'm going to kind of make them the length of the rest of my bow, and then that'll just kind of add to it. Then what we do is we just go around and we pull it. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Helen, in Gladewater, Texas, girl, you're just right down the street. Wasn't it pretty, Deb? Jennifer's bottle this morning was so pretty. Hey, Pamela, welcome back. Yes, Sharon, welcome. Yeah, Jennifer's bottle was beautiful. Oh, was it Christy's? Yes, her Santa. Wasn't that creative? Okay, I've got some of these strips that are just a tad, maybe too long. So we're going to trim up a couple of those. Now, here's another thing that I did in advance. So here's our little bow. It's a little rag bow. It's just very farmhousey, and look how yummy that is. Just very farmhousey and yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. All of the little tatteredness of it, that's part of what I love about these rag bows. I just love the way that that looks. I also, earlier, I had some of these little rusted bells. I ordered these directly off of Walmart. They come just time. Welcome, Peggy. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Jackie. Michelle. So I just put those on some twine and knotted that. And I'm going to tie this around the center of my bow. This is a bag, y'all, full of rusted bells, and there are more than you will be able to use. Welcome, Peggy. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Tony, my friend. Thank you, Trina. Thank you, Christy girl. Okay, so that's in the middle, so looky there. So it just adds a little bit of depth in the center of that bow. Let's put it together, y'all. We got a couple of minutes, enough time to hot glue. So if you hopped on late, here was our frame with our print that we did a few minutes ago. This is all fabric. This is fabric. This is fabric. Hey, Susan. So I'm going to lay this down, and let's get some hot glue on here, girls. Move some of my stuff out of the way. So we're going to glue this right down here at the bottom, and there is a little channel here. I just need enough hot glue to hold it. And like I said, there is a little channel down in here, so that's going to make it easier to hold that in place. I'm going to hold it up just a little bit so that all of my hot glue doesn't run. Thank y'all. Yes, the bow is made out of fabric that I ripped. Thank you, Miss Donnie, my friend. Thank you, Darla. I appreciate y'all. Hey, Charlene. Thank you, Bobby. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Oh, I got about a minute. I'm good. Angie, the small rusty bells I got on Amazon. Thank you, Andreina. Thank you. Yes. Thanks, Janie. I know this frame. It's a thrifted frame. That's my thrifted. It came from, I'm not exactly sure where I got it, but it came from an estate sale. I believe in Tyler. My mother picked it up. And so in the middle here, we're going to put some glue. We're going to add our bow right here in the center. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Gloria. I appreciate that so much. Oh, thank you, Deb. I appreciate it. I hope y'all keep watching all day long. Like I said earlier, the link to the All Things Vintage and Thrifted is posted at the top of my live. And you can follow all day long. So here we are. Let me see if I can turn that around where y'all can see. Here we go, y'all. That's it. Thank you. Hey, Elizabeth, girl. Thank you, Rachel. This one is going to stay in my house, I'm sorry to say. It's going to stay at my house. I need to let that glue sit. Thank you, Kathy, my friend. I hope that y'all have a wonderful day. I hope y'all stay on and watch everybody. It's going to be such a good event. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Carrie. Hey, girl. Yeah, we had some storms last night. Carrie and I were chatting about that. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate it. Thank you, Glenda. Lori Bumgart, thank you. Lori sent me some beautiful things. Thank you, Lisa Ann, Donna. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate y'all. So Jeremiah Dreams is up next with Teresa. Y'all make sure that y'all go follow through the Vintage and Thrifted event. You can find that link in lots of different places today. I hope y'all have a blessed day. I hope you go make somebody smile, make somebody happy. And my page is The Vintage Pebble. If you're interested in joining, y'all come see me. Okay? See y'all soon. Bye.